everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Utopia.
Utopia!
What a freaking train wreck.
But
But it's great!
we love it.
Alright, so when we left off last time, the Utopians were voting to decide if Rhonda or Kristen would be joining them for the long haul.
Well, let's cut right to the chase. Kristen's staying because her hair is way cooler than Rhonda's.
Also, she's all about making money. She wants to make money for them. She knows what's up. And I think Rhonda also, maybe they were thinking, we don't need another, like, really big personality.
Yeah.
And she seemed very like, I'm a leader.
Well,
So,
Kristen is asking Bree about who's hooking up with who.
who's hooking up?
Who's thirsty.
Well-
Kristen's not thirsty. She can take care of business by herself.
Alright, well, Bree reveals Bella is a mess.
She's super thirsty.
She's dehydrated.
It's a drought.
And Hex, also looking for some action.
All right, so...
Meanwhile, freaking Bree is sitting there, like, licking her lips over Chris. She's like, look at him.
oh my god, I left all those scratches on him.
Alright, so,
He was so perfect on day 2.
Bella has some other needs. She wants a freaking water filter.
And it's expensive. It's like $150.
And they also want a gas line installed so they can use the stove.
Why would you buy a gas stove when you didn't have a gas line yet?
I don't know.
All right, so...
Maybe it was cheaper.
Yeah, all this is going to cost over $600.
So they're like, whoa, we need to start thinking about money. But we'll come back to that.
But first, Pastor John was playing an innocent game of catch. And he thought he dislocated his thumb.
But no, it's broke to broke.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
So the nurse shows up and she's like, you need surgery. It's scheduled for tomorrow. You can decide, like, if you want to go have the surgery, you'll have to keep it clean. You gotta get out of here because it's disgusting.
Or you could turn into Quasimodo and lose the mobility in your thumb.
You could lose mobility of your thumb. That sucks.
Forever.
So he's just like, I don't know what to do. He's got to think about it. And Bella is just like, we can't lose him. What are we gonna do?
All right. Who's gonna baptize our convicts? All right, ex-convicts.
Please.
So Bree decides to buy a rooster. She calls up Lefty.
The farmer.
Yeah.
She's like, how much do you usually charge for your roosters?
Will you take less? All right. So she chews the guy down to like $15 from $25.
Yes. So Lefty shows up with the rooster. He gets a little tour and he gives them some advice. But Bella's just like, all right, tell everyone like how great this chicken thing is. Tell everyone how great of a job I'm doing because they don't believe me, but maybe they'll listen to you.
The guy's like, you guys are effed because you don't have nearly enough food going on here.
You need to step it up on the gardening here.
It's going to get to 30 degrees at night. Yes, screwed. Bye.
Yeah. So they're like, all right, let's start brainstorming some ideas to make some money.
Well, we could sell rocks.
Bella, what are you talking about?
We could do yoga. We could have some rich slobs in here come in and do some yoga, give them a tour, teach them some survival stuff.
Well, Joshua wanted a taco kissing booth.
Bella wanted to be the first customer.
Yeah, you don't just get a kiss. You eat a taco, and then you kiss someone.
Oh.
All right.
Pastor John's had enough. He's out of here.
He's come to a decision. He's like, I gotta go.
God wants me out of here, and I'm going to listen.
So a lot of people were really emotional about this, especially Rob.
Rob was really emotional, and it was nice to see that side of him because
usually he's just like,
get out. All right.
Yeah.
So John's wife comes and picks him up, and
It's like he was
really nice.
He was at a sleepover and he had to leave early because he wasn't feeling so good.
All right, so dibs on John's spot in the barn.
Red asked him before he left. He was like, "Can I have your spot? Did anyone else want it?" And Pastor Jonathan is just like, "It's all yours."
But sneaky Bella, as everyone is seeing John off, runs in there with her ratty old blanket or whatever it was.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. Looked like a bunch of toilet paper wadded up from the whole time they've been there.
I don't know.
She's like, oh, wow, this is mine. Moving on up.
Yeah, so she moves all of her stuff over there. Red sees it, and he's like, what the fuck?
Get out.
She's just like, I'm not dealing with this today. I'm not gonna fight with you.
Yeah.
But she was basically like, I'm staying here.
That was such
After he already claimed
a
it.
bitch move.
It was.
All right, well, Bella, the next day,
She's not making many friends.
she decides to let the chickens out and walk away.
Lefty said to let them roam free.
They need to be free-range chickens, or else they won't lay eggs.
Well, Hex was pretty pissed about this because she saw all the chickens walking around eating cow poop.
Ugh.
She said, that's not a good idea.
Especially since that's going to make us lose our cock. And I'm thirsty. All right. Bella had already warned her, stay away from the chickens. You have a bad aura.
Oh my gosh. So Hex is telling Bella, like, you need to deal with this. You're an adult.
The chickens aren't listening.
Yeah.
All right, so Mike is the treasurer. They voted him treasurer.
Yeah, he's been keeping the ledger this whole time. He's like, do you want me to be the treasurer? Like, whatever.
There's only $3,000 left.
That's gonna go quick.
We're officially screwed.
All
We're
right.
probably gonna run out of money by next week.
So they decide they're gonna go ahead with this Utopia yoga class. It's gonna be $40 per person. They're gonna advertise it by calling up the farmer,
Right.
calling up the supermarket guy or whatever.
Right. They're gonna put up flyers, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that night, it's showtime.
Oh, boy.
Time for the boys to blow off a little steam.
Hey, Pastor John's gone. So
That's right, party on. So Joshy, and Mike decide to dress up. I don't know where they found these
who brought that like corset?
in man sizes, because none of the ladies are that big to have,
I don't know.
So they have a little drag race going on, a little twerking, a little.
Red was
I don't
just
wanna
like,
see
oh
the
my
bottom of your
gosh.
package.
It was some crazy stuff.
But it accomplished what it had set out
It
to
looked like
do.
everyone had a good time.
Exactly. So the next morning, Red and Hex have a little chat because Hex notices that Red's feeling a little down.
His two best friends just left. Dave and Pastor John. So he's like, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
So Hex is like, who do you want to see come in? Another hillbilly?
Yeah.
He's like, I miss my wife. It was so nice when Pastor John's wife came in here, and now I don't want to leave, but I want my wife to come in here.
That's so
That should
sad.
be like Utopia. They should have his wife come in.
Why can't the family members come in for the yoga class?
Yeah. All right, so newsflash.
Oh man.
Bella is now a nudist. That is her Utopia. What do
Well-
you got to say?
She went out to water the plants in the nude, and everyone was just like, ah!
Ewy, ew.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah. All right, so Nikki and Amanda, they have a little chat about Amanda's baby. She is 7 months along with child now.
They need to get their stuff together.
Where do you want to have this baby? Out in a cow pie? She's like, no.
Where is she gonna have it?
Is she gonna have it like in the hospital and come back?
I don't
Or
know.
Is she gonna
Is she allowed to do that?
have it in the barn or?
Don't go in that hayloft. You don't know what you're gonna find up there.
Oh,
All right. So speaking of babies and the
Making
hayloft,
babies.
Josh wants to build a love shack.
Ooh. Well, he's also offering his services to Nikki.
Okay.
He's like, anytime you want a little piece of this, come on, just give me a holla. And she's like, well, it might be a while.
Don't tell Bella.
All right. Just in time, fresh meat's arriving. Meat with meat.
Yeah, they gotta replenish the Utopians.
Beefy Taylor comes to ring the bell
He's
outside
a
the
Nebraska
compound.
boy.
He's a construction worker / cage fighter.
/ landscaper, right?
Okay.
Okay.
/ he's got a box of meat.
He brought a freaking slab of beef in his crate.
All right, so everyone is excited, especially to see the meat. But everyone
Hex is really excited to see the meat.
his meat. All right, so Yeah.
They're making it so awkward, though. They're like, Hex, go talk to them!
Oh.
Yeah.
She's making it pretty awkward herself.
She is.
And he's just like,
Hi.
taking it a notch down. I just showed up.
All right, so they didn't really learn their lesson with the whole baseball hurting people thing. So they had another baseball game, this time at night.
Rob
no
had
lights.
a little injury. He got a little scratch on his elbow.
I thought it was Taylor.
Taylor. That's right.
Well, Rob whips out his guitar and sings a little song for Hex while Mike is on the... Have we figured out what that is?
Mouth organ.
Okay.
So Rob sings the Hex Wants You song.
Ugh.
It was very, very awkward. So
Yeah.
Hex and Taylor leave. They go off together. I think they go to the dock and sit down and like have a little chat. And
They get to know each other a little bit better.
and all he has to say is, "So who's single here?" Does that mean not you?
I don't know. I was a little unsure with that.
All
I don't
right.
know if he was talking about her or trying to scope out everyone else.
Well, you better get to bed because tomorrow's the first day to make money.
Wow! So they all get up and they're like, yay, what's gonna happen?
They're like little kids waiting for their dad to come on visitation day. Mom said you were coming at 1 o'clock, but now it's 4 o'clock. Why were you so late, Dad?
Well, someone showed up.
That was nice.
It was only one person though.
With his yoga
He
mat.
seemed cool. Good for you, Ben. Get
Yeah.
that yoga class in there.
He said, me and my roommate, we're really hooked on the feeds. I had to come and see you guys.
That's
So-
nice.
They have yoga class, and nobody was feeling the yoga thing.
A lot of people were being jerks about it. Rob was
Really
like
jerky
mouthing
about
off
it.
in the barn. They could probably hear him yelling.
They did hear him yelling.
Josh left in the middle of the class. Hex's butt was hurting, so she couldn't do it.
All right, so they have a little meeting, and they're like, you really should
Be a
support
better
us.
person.
Yeah, you should support
Yeah,
us
because
this is our only money coming in.
Ben
right
is
now.
going to go out and spread the word on social media, and if he had a bad experience,
Oh my
He's gonna
God,
put that out
guys!
there.
Those Utopians were such jerks. Don't even think about going there for yoga.
social media is very powerful.
Very. All right, so that's the update for this week. Well, for this
For today?
For today. Next time is a hillbilly wine making class.
Do they really need more alcohol already?
Well, maybe they're gonna sell it.
Oh, maybe.
Probably not legal. All right, Chris and Bree, are they over?
I don't know. Looks like they have a little tiff.
Oh my God!
Should be interesting.
If only we could go back to day 2.
All right.
Till next time.
Much love.
Edit.